On top of all that, her husband has turned out to be abusive. Shocker. But Sham still has to do whatever he says because those are the rules. And so, boom, she gets pregnant again. And then at some point, Amira goes missing. And since they live in an active war zone, she's presumed to be dead too. But crazy enough, around this time, ISIS actually starts to collapse, and Kurdish forces start taking over ISIS territory. So with all this conflict going on, pregnant Sham tries to flee, and she ends up getting separated from her husband and captured by the Kurdish forces. And once captured, they take her to a refugee camp in northern Syria. So now she's 19 years old, she's 9 months pregnant, living in this refugee camp with no friends and no husband. But at that camp, she meets a journalist, and they get to talking, and Sham tells this journalist that she's one of the girls from the news, one of the girls who left London to go join ISIS. And she also tells him like, yeah, I'm done here. I'd like to go back to London now. So journalist starts reporting on her, and word gets out that they finally located this famous missing girl from the news. And this story blows up. Everyone's talking about it. And Sham wants to come home, but the British government is like, not so fast. And they strip her of her British citizenship, mostly because she, joined a terrorist organization. But this is a big news story, and Sham has people on her side, including lawyers. And her lawyers fight the decision and they appeal it, arguing that Sham was actually a victim of human trafficking. And during this whole fight, Sham is still in the refugee camp, and she gives birth to her third kid, a son. But unfortunately, pretty quickly, the son ends up dying of pneumonia. And the whole appeals process about her citizenship takes years. But in the end, the court unanimously upholds the removal of Sham's UK citizenship, and they don't let her back in the country. And to this day, at 24 years old, Sham is still living in Syria, still living in the refugee camp. So, shout out to Syria, I guess.